Hey guys, so it's been a while. So this little tutorial kind of thing, I'm basically going to show you how to maximize your foundation coverage to turn like a light foundation into a high coverage foundation. So I showed you guys the other technique that I use. I use like a buffing technique with the brush first and then go in with a beauty blender and to blend it all out so it looks still flawless but has like the most maximum coverage. So that's kind of the thing, but I'm just going to show you something you guys might not know what to do with your foundation if it's a lightweight or it's a cheap foundation or it's a drugstore foundation or anything like that. Like it's just not as good of coverage that you want it to be. I'm going to show you how to change that and transform it with like simple everyday products that you probably have already, and if not, it's no big deal. You can find some really inexpensive ones from Ulta. Just in their like Ulta section, they have mineralized foundations that are just like in a loose powder form, and you can just pick up one of those and then just add it to your thing. So anyways, first I'm going to talk about some foundations that this is going to work best on. So this one is the Maybelline Fit Me. This is the Dewy and Smooth. As you already know, this one is lighter coverage than the Matte and Poreless one. So I'm in the shade 310, just for reference. This is usually like my summer shade kind of thing, but anyways, this one is definitely more lightweight and more sheer of a coverage than the Matte and Poreless one. This one is like instantly right away like a really great coverage, and this one is like you kind of need to build it up, or if you do build it up, it doesn't really go anywhere. It's kind of like the same thing throughout. And then another one, which is like the sister of like the other foundation that I love to use, is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. It's more light to medium coverage. That's how I feel about it, but you know, you could feel a different type of way. But I feel like this is less coverage than the regular one, so I'm not going to use the regular one for this tutorial. I'm going to show you this one and how to make this more into the regular L'Oreal True Match and possibly like a higher coverage than the L'Oreal True Match. So first, I want to like demo it so you see how much. I'm just going to go do the buffing technique because that's going to be really easy to do and to show you guys how I do that. So I'm going to go in first. This one half of my face, I'm going to go do it with just like the regular kind of doing my foundation with L'Oreal True Match, and this is in W4. So I'm kind of lighter now that it's winter. I'm usually like W6. So I'm gonna just do about that much. Just about that much. And as you can also see, it's really runny. I'm just gonna do that much on one side of my face. And then blend it out with a beauty blender. So I'm gonna do the buffing technique just so you see what it normally would do in my regular techniques. Just like about 1.5 pumps. And as you can see, it's really nice. It's really nice and natural. But as you can see, my forehead is like way darker than like the rest of my face. Always has been, always will be. But anyways, that is this foundation with the buffing technique alone. As you can tell, it's not that strong, it's not that great. It definitely looks like really natural, like a nice even tone, but you can still see my acne marks here, and then some redness where my acne still are. So that's what it is. So anyways, I'm gonna show you the technique that I use. So I'm gonna show you what I do. So you're gonna take this little plate. This is just a little plate that came off my mirror that I usually use to mix things, but anyways, I'm just gonna add a pump and a half. Okay, and then here you can use whatever kind of powder that you have that's more of your foundation shade. So this is the only one that matches me right now. It's the It Cosmetics Celebration Foundation in Tan. It's not that tan, it's a little bit more light, so this is what I'm going to use. As you can tell, it's more like this color than this. If you have any mineralized ones, not mineralized, loose ones, like this is just an example because this one's a little bit more lightweight. This is a Lancome Absolute powder. I love this powder. I'm going to talk about it too in my next haul where I get another light shade. I'm going to get the other one too. I'll talk about it more, don't worry. Love this powder. But anyways, this one's on my face. This is my normal color, and it's not that high coverage, more like a normal like kind of coverage thing. And then this is the MAC mineralized foundation, and this is in medium deep. It's my summer shade, so it's not gonna work, but I'm telling you, if you have anything that is loose, that would be great. Okay, but since we don't, we're just gonna scrape off whatever powder we have from the IT Cosmetics one. So we're just gonna scrape it. These are just some anyways, so you're just gonna scrape it, and so you're gonna just scrape it off just like that, and no rhyme or reason, just make sure it's like nicely milled. And you can even put it on the little, but anyways, so you're just gonna take your little thing of foundation, and I think I might have scraped off a little bit too much powder, but it's okay. We're just gonna add it. So we're just gonna add it like we're gonna add that much for now because I think it might be too much, but we're gonna just take this and we're just gonna swirl it into the foundation. This now is gonna be a little bit more creamy. Not creamy, but more like cream. So you just want to blend this until it's more like pretty dissolved in there, or it's like a kind of like a thicker paste. So you just want to blend that. So right now it's looking kind of like that. Ooh. It's looking like a thick paste. Okay, so this time I'm gonna use a paintbrush, a foundation brush, like regular, this kind of brush, you know. I'm gonna use this one to show you the difference. So this one, I already maximized the highest amount of coverage that I can get from using the buffing technique. So that's that. This one, I'm gonna show you how much coverage you get without using the buffing technique. I'm gonna show you with just this, and then using a beauty blender to blend it all out and show you how much coverage it is. Next time, I will definitely show you guys on a different tutorial where I talk about this other technique. I'm gonna talk about it when I'm using the blending one, the buffing technique, and I'll definitely say that I'm doing this, doing that, you know what I mean? So you guys can see the difference here right now, just with the normal regular application that I do on most foundations without using the buffing technique, trying to get the most. So I'm gonna try to show you guys like the most coverage that it gives you without doing anything special, just a normal application of foundation. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So right now I have some on the tweezers. I'm just gonna put it on the brush and go in and like that. Do you see that? Okay. Just gonna go put that over, and this thing, so I messed up because I put so much on just so you guys could see, but you want to put this in and then you want to blend it out right away, because like just that alone, and then if you were to blend that out with a brush, that'd be amazing. So this, I'm gonna quickly blend over this. And because you don't have to work fast, but I'm just working fast because I know that if I leave it on and let it like kind of settle, it's gonna settle too fast, and it'll be harder to blend in. But do you see that? This looks like a whole new face compared to this one. This one looks like extra flawless, and this one looks Like, definitely like skin-like a little bit better. I don't know if I can tell, but this one looks really, really good in person. And it covered up, you can see it down here because I didn't blend it down here, but you can see it covered it on my, what's it called, on my cheeks. Let me bring it down so then you can see how much it covers. Can you guys see that? Okay. And it covered up my pimple too, and compared to these over here, it covered it up. You just see the bump that it's there, but it covered it up and it blended really, really nicely. Looks really, really great. Still has a nice radiance from it being a Lumi foundation, but higher coverage. Look at that. Look at that side. Look at that side. Flawless, okay? So now imagine this side of your foundation using the buffing technique. Like, can you believe like what it's gonna do? And like, that's why sometimes my pictures look super duper flawless. This plus this, so good. And it's so luminous. Like, look how full coverage. This is like the thing that I didn't talk about too. It's also like mixing foundations, but this is like definitely like a thing that you should know about. Anyways, I say win. So I'm just gonna go add a little bit of this onto the side of my face and finish everything up, and then I'll continue on, and you'll probably see me wearing the same outfit for the other tutorials. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you like it. Please like and subscribe, comment, please leave a comment, tell me anything you feel like I should try, any techniques that you have, anything like that. Just like hit me up and say hey, you know, whatever. But anyways, please like and subscribe this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, guys. Plate that you have, oh my god. Ugh, do you hate that noise when you like have like two metal things like rub up against each other? Oh my god, that's just what happened. I hit pan. My teeth are still tingling. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I think if you have fill-ins or you've ever had braces, like, you know what I'm talking about. That feeling, it's like dreadful. It's like, ugh. That's what just happened. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up on the mic, but if it does, I'm sorry. I'll leave a warning.